to seek justice and loving kindness, and to walk humbly upon this land. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, to live better as God intended, with nature and with one another. Good evening. I am Reverend Jeffrey Ryan, the senior minister here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. I would like to welcome you to our Blue Holiday service. We know that this time of year can be challenging for some of us, especially this year. Know that you are not alone. You are invited to be here as you are and however you are feeling. Nothing is expected of you here tonight. We come together this evening to hold space for one another, a space for grief in a season of cheer. We are a strong community. In coming together, our love is magnified and our burdens are lightened. This evening, we will share moments of music, candle lighting, and community prayer. I invite you to sit back and receive that which brings you comfort from tonight's service. I want to acknowledge everybody who is joining us here in the sanctuary this evening, and for those who are joining us in our online community, good evening to Allison and to Tori Samuel and to Lupe and John. So let's just come together in prayer for a moment. I invite you to turn within. And if you're comfortable doing so, please go ahead and close your eyes. And I recognize here and now that there just is one life, one power, one presence, one infinite, eternal, all and all. This one is the divine. It is spirit. It is life. It is love. It is wholeness and perfection. And so I recognize here and now that it being all that there is, this one life being all that there is, I know that this life is my life now. I know that this life is the life of everyone gathered here this day and everyone not present for whatever reason. Each is a divine emanation and impartation, the divine manifestation of the one life, a divine expression. And so I speak my word here and now for this beloved community as we gather here this evening, recognizing that we are each gathered here in love, in quietude, in silence and remembrance. We gather here as a community to lift one another, to be present for one another. As a community, we share our collective grief, and in so doing, our burdens, our loads are lightened. And we celebrate our joys. We celebrate our connectedness. And so I know that this evening unfolds under grace and in perfect ways, for it can be no other way, because we know that there is only one way, the divine life, forever expressing itself. So I give thanks for our time together, and I simply allow it to be. And so it is.
Good evening. I'm Reverend Victoria Bomberry, and I'm the Minister of Transformation here at Center for Spiritual Living. We have a lot on our minds this year as we move into the holiday season. We are faced with adjusting to change, for some on every level of their lives. Many people are displaced or left homeless as a result of climate change, war, and other forms of violence. Our children are re-entering school after more than a year of online education. The adjustments are enormous for all of them. Although most of our teachers are rising to the occasion, they have been pushed to their limits. Racism against Native Americans in the classroom in Riverside made national headlines as a teacher in our community humiliated Native American students by mocking their culture and traditions. And we reeled at the discovery of more than 1,000 bodies of Indigenous children who were forcibly removed from their homes and died far away from their families, many of whom did not know where they were or what happened to them. There are thousands of asylum seekers incarcerated in for-profit detention centers throughout our state and other parts of the U.S. Many people have experienced personal losses of friends and loved ones from the pandemic, terminal illnesses, or premature death. People who are accustomed to spending the holidays with loved ones are unable to be with them this year. It is no wonder that our hearts are heavy with personal and collective grief. For many of us, it may not feel like a merry time of year. Instead of trying to gloss over our sadness and grief, we come together tonight in this blue holiday service, knowing that God is our source and solace in every circumstance. We know that the love of God is present in this community, in each one of us, and as each one of us. Together as a community, we acknowledge our pain and our grief tonight. As we light the candles of remembrance and honor, we know without a doubt the love of God enfolds us, and our hearts are open to the healing power of love. Throughout the service, you will have the opportunity to participate on the level that is most comforting to you. You can interact through the comment section or choose to be present in the silence. You may join in singing with Jubel. If you are moved to tears, know that they are blessed healing. By sharing our collective grief this evening, we make room in our hearts for the coming light. And remember that the brightest light always has blue in it. And so it is.
I'll light a candle in your memory, though I don't know who you are. When I think about your family, I wish upon a star. And I pray they'll find peace someday. I pray they'll make it through. I'll light a candle in your memory to honor you. I'll light a candle for America. May we feel peace inside. We'll hold each other closer, wipe the tears we've cried. I pray we'll bond together. I pray that we'll pull through. I'll light a candle for America, for me and you. We will light the world with our love. Oh, we will light the world with our love, with our love. Light a candle for humanity, for the good that's yet to come, as we overlook our differences and join in now as one. And I pray we'll come out stronger in this world I'm dreaming of. I'll light a candle for humanity, to be the world we're living in love. We will light the world with our love. We will light the world with our love, with our love. I'll light a candle in your memory, though I don't know who you are. When I think about your family, I wish upon a star. And I pray they'll find peace someday. I pray we'll make it through. I'll light a candle in your memory to honor you. Oh, I'll light a candle. I'll light a candle. I'll light a candle.
Thank you, Jubel. You're welcome. So we'll begin our candle lighting ceremony now. And the first candle we light is in memory of those who have made their transition and who we have personally lost this past year. In previous years of loss, we may still feel that grief in our hearts. All those who won't be with us this holiday, we offer our tears as a testament of our love. We light this candle in honor of all those who have perished due to COVID-19, war, violence at the hands of another, and any form of injustice. We pause to reflect. And please add names of anyone who may have died by violence or who you have lost this year. We light this candle in recognition of family members too far away from us to share this holiday season with, either by choice, distance, or finance. We offer our tears as a testament of our love. We light this candle in order to redeem our sadness, loss, pain, and anger as our human hearts grieve losses due to divorce, separation, betrayals, or mental illness. We offer our pain as a testament of our love. You may choose to type their names into the comments. Anyone who is experiencing any of these situations. We light this candle for loss of job, financial security, homes. When our faith is tested and our joy in the holidays may seem diminished, we offer our loss as a testament of our resilience. And again, say their names and hold them in your hearts. We light this candle to honor all our family members that we do have with gratitude, all of our friends that are here with us today, those family and friends still with us, and those of our chosen community, all of those who are the very incarnation of spirit of love for us right now. Say their names and hold them in your heart. We light this candle to honor the faith and the gift of hope and love that the holiday season has to offer us, affirming that we are the bringers of light in the midst of darkness. In gratitude, we stand with those who work tirelessly for peace, justice, and a healthy future. May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our power to heal and not harm, to help and not hinder, to bless and not curse, to serve you, O Spirit of freedom and light. And so it is.
And now a reading from Howard Thurman, Against the Background of the Year. Spirit, another Christmas has moved within our ken, and our minds linger over many moments that stand stark against the background of the year. Moments that filled our cup of fear to the brim, spilling over into the byways of our mind, until there was no longer room even to know that we were afraid. Moments of decision when all that we were seemed to hang in the balance, waiting for the gentle nudging of thy Spirit to break the tie and send us on with a new direction, a new desire, a new way of life. Moments of sadness brought on by violent collapse or the quiet sagging of a lifetime of dream building upon which our hopes and aspirations rested in sure integrity. Moments of awareness when our whole landscape was invaded by the glow of thy Spirit, making dead things come to newness of life and old accepted ways turn into radiant shafts of beauteous light. Moments of joy mingled with the deadly round of daily living, when all our inward parts clapped their hands and a new song was born in our heart. Moments amid peace, moments of peace amid the noisy clang of many conflicts within and without. Moments of reassurance when we discovered that our searching anxieties were groundless, without foundation. Moments of reconciliation made possible by a deeper understanding and a greater wisdom. Moments of renewal without which life would have been utterly impossible, and for us this day there would be no Christmas and no day. Moments of praise and thanksgiving when in one grand sweep the sheer wonder and beauty of living overwhelmed us. O Spirit, another Christmas has moved within our ken, and our minds linger over the moments that stand stark against the background of the year.
We are anything you pray for. Fear is in your way. I am here to listen to anything you need to say. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel it too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. My prayer too. I hear the worries that are in your way. There's nothing I can do to take your pain away, but I'll help you reconnect with that voice inside. Let angels wrap you in their love, and let spirit be your guide. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel it too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. My prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too.
And now, beloveds, we enter into a time of community prayer. In just a moment, I will do the first two steps of treatment, the first two steps of affirmative prayer, recognition and unification. And then for those of you here in the sanctuary, after I say a few words of realization, that I invite you to speak whatever it is you are choosing to claim for yourself or know for family or friends this evening, and speak that aloud. And for those of you at home, I invite you to place your prayer requests in the chat or in the comment section so that we may include your prayer here in the sanctuary as well. And so let's come together in consciousness. Once again, recognizing the one life, the one power, and the one presence. Once again, recognizing that this life is eternal, that this life is forever expanding, that this life is the source and supply, the maintainer and sustainer, the original creator of all of life, of all of creation. Recognizing that we are each one with this one, that we are one with one another, that we are one in unity, that we express individually. Each one is a divine emanation and impartation of this one life, this one creation, this one creator. I know that the divine mind is my mind now. I know that divine wisdom is the wisdom with which I live and move and have my being. I know that the love of the divine is the love that lives me. I know the presence of the divine is the very presence of my life. I know that the wholeness and the perfection of the divine is the wholeness and the perfection of my life. And as I know that this is true of me, I know that this is true of all of creation, of all of life, of everyone gathered here this day, of those ancestors who have gone before us and those generations who shall follow. I recognize that each one is the divine made manifest, whole and holy, abundant and overflowing, the peace that passes understanding, the joy, the love, and the life that is. And so I speak my word here and now for my Aunt Katie Bug, recognizing that she is the perfection and wholeness of the divine, that right where she is, the power and the presence of the divine is. So I recognize her physical, mental perfection and wholeness. I recognize peace in her heart. I speak my word here and now for my Uncle Timmy, who too, I know, for whom too I know wholeness, perfection, healing, and for my Aunt Darlene in peace and quietude and stillness and support as she supports Uncle Timmy. And I open it. I open this word to the congregation. I open this word to our beloveds online. They too may speak the word into this room. For Michael and Nick, wholeness, peace, happy. And so your prayer is our prayer too. For Melissa and her family, peace, health, perfection, and wholeness. Your prayer is our prayer too.
For my stepmother, Evangeline, who at 93 survived COVID this year. So with great gratitude, I speak her name. And I am also speaking my word for Felipe, knowing that he has walked on and that he is forever in our hearts.
We speak a word of remembrance, knowing the eternal life of Mary Berry. For Mary, may her spirit continue to soar. For her husband, David, we speak and know peace, grace, and love. And so we speak a word of remembrance for Greg's mother, speak a word of peace for Greg's father, a word of love for Greg's sister. Your prayer is our prayer too. Speak the word for the Rothsford family, knowing peace, now and every year, especially at this time. Speak a word for Cindy that she know peace following the loss of her beloved daughter. Speak a word of peace for Earl and Denise Bogan, in remembrance of Earl's sister and Denise's mother. Speak a word of love and remembrance for Samuel Drake. We speak a word of remembrance and love for Jubel's father. Speak a word of peace and eternal love for John and his beloved wife. And so I recognize that the word is heard, the word is spoken, whether spoken aloud or spoken within our hearts. I know that the word goes forth and is manifest. So the word of love, the word of remembrance, the word of peace, the word of wholeness, the word of perfection is a creative power, creative energy that is made manifest here and now. For as it is spoken, it is so. And so I release this word now into the law of the divine, knowing it is complete, knowing that it is done. I simply allow it to be. And so it is.
I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, I am healed, I am made whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, I am healed, I am made whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, I am healed, I am made whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, I am healed, I am made whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, I am healed, I am made whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, I am healed, I am made whole. I am healed, I am made whole. I am healed, I am made whole. home.
Peace be with you. Blessings to each and every one of you and to your families, your friends, this holiday season. I remind you that we offer our Sunday morning celebration gathering every Sunday at 10 a.m. here in the sanctuary and online. And immediately following service, prayer is available for you in the prayer room out in the lobby. We thank you for joining us this evening. Blessings. I love you. Good night.